Alright. Welcome to the CRL Network's Cup Series race for the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. It's going to be a fun race tonight, guys. In the booth tonight is going to be the B-Train here, as always. Controlling the cameras and everything. And joining us is our driver broadcaster tonight, Serving Cone, in the booth for Cup tonight.
That'd be me.
He's like, "Hi guys, I'm here. Howdy." Alright. So we're at Charlotte tonight for 300 miles. It's gonna be a long night. Alright, so everybody get your popcorn, get your Mountain Dew, because you're gonna need it. It's gonna be a long night. Let's get this underway here at Charlotte. We should be getting into the race pretty quick here. And alright. And we should be underway. It's going to be a good race tonight. 2 times wear, 50%. This race will still take about 2 hours to complete. It's a long race. Coca-Cola 600 has always been the longest race of the year, and this will be that for sure. Looking here at Charlotte. Alright, guys, we worked all day. It's time to play. Let's get sideways at Charlotte. Seeing the 5-car Heathen starting off on the pole with the 1 of LA Fatality on the outside. Chevy Man there in the 24 back there in third, and the 48 of Cowboy Nation there in fourth on that high line, getting fought by the 12.
As we got the 24 looking under
Drake.
Heathen already for the lead.
I've noticed that about that 24 truck. He gets really aggressive towards the beginning of these runs. And it seems to pay off for him, but I think if he wants to succeed, he needs to start looking more forward in the race, and I think he'll have some more success.
Well, I will say here at Charlotte, all the stages are the same length. So they're all about 50 laps, so they're honestly pretty short compared to normal runs, as there's a caution.
Look at the 12 of Drake there in third.
I think Asphalt Gator is either pitted or is already lagged out.
Let's take a look here. He has already lagged out of the race for Asphalt. Very sad end to his race tonight. Gadget, lay down. Sorry guys, our in-race reporter is getting a little excited tonight. He's running all over the place. Alright, you see the 24 car out front. We're going to take a front view at this, going into turn 1. Let's go racing it, Charlotte, once again. First caution out of the way. Side by side, the 24 with the advantage coming down here into turn 1. Still not clear on that 24 car, and that 12 is going to move up and not give us space for that 5 car to get in.
But I'd watch
The
here off
1's
the
looking to
exit
get back
of 2.
below
I
him.
believe the 5 will get back by him with the draft if he doesn't get in the wall. He about got in the wall there. As a 12 slides up, oof, he then grabs the law just a touch. There's no sound on the stream apparently.
I do hear that, and I'm working on it currently. I'm checking his, okay.
It was working a minute ago because I checked it when we started the race.
That's why I'm checking it. Coming from race control, we are going to be restarting the race here tonight
You're restarting the race.
due to a lag out at work.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, looking pretty good here. Alright, give me a second, guys. I gotta choose somebody out. I'll be right back. This is a CRL network mic check.
Mic check for serving cone.
This is a CRL network mic check.
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. I hear us talking.
It's alright, just gets kind of frustrating sometimes. People don't think I can run a stream.
It's because you fell asleep before during the middle of a stream.
Not the middle of one, at the last 2 minutes on a truck stream.
You still fell asleep at them during your stream.
Yes, I did,
That
and
you
it
were
was
getting paid to
hilarious.
do. Anyway, so what happened with the race?
So we are going to be restarting here, due to
Too
lag
many,
out.
no, too many people lagged out, I guess.
Yes. We're starting the stream off strong with a pissed off B train and all kinds of controversial things being said. Welcome to the CRL network. Now that I know my stream's working, I'm going to go back and look at Heathen stream so we can tell what's going on. Looks like people are loading in right now. We've got 11 of our few guys we got in here. So we should be underway pretty quick here. So we're just completely restarting with our qualifying results. Heathen will be in first, LA Fatality second, Hasbass will be in third in the 73 car. The 24 of Chevy Man will be in fourth. Loading will be in fifth. Chase Dreamer will be in sixth. Party will be in seventh. Nixium in the 42. Why is Nixium in the 42?
Because he changed for some reason. I don't remember why. Heard them talking about it in the party before the race.
What number was he in before? He was in the. What number was he in before? 200 laps at Charlotte. It's gonna be a long night, serving cone. Are you ready?
Maybe. I don't know. Rough start, so we'll see how the rest of the night goes.
Right. All right, and we got about 20 seconds left on the race clock here, according to Heathen Stream.
They could hear us beforehand, but okay.
If I said it, I would have got in trouble. Thank you, serving. Do you like to be called Cone?
Yeah, usually cone.
Yeah, I'll just call
Or
you
serving
Cone.
cone or cone, but yeah, usually the cone part.
And I'm already hearing right now that a car forgot to set its preset. That would be the 24 of Chevy Man. Loading in here. We'll get ready for B-Train's famous call to racing here again. Actually, Serving Cone, you want to do my call to racing? Do you know how to say it?
Nope.
It's
I,
actually
I
I learned from
usually I
something.
usually I usually miss the start of the races.
All right, guys. Should be loading in pretty quick here for drivers.
I'd assume we're taking a pace lap.
I am not sure. Can you confirm that with race control, please? All right, guys. We worked all day. It's time to play. Let's get sideways at Charlotte.
I know that we restarted the race and everything, but you don't need to say the same thing as we started the stream already.
I think I'm a like this guy,
We got
actually.
two guys in the grass already. They both
We're
say what
starting
it
off
looks like.
hot.
I will tell you who's happy about that restart, though, is Heathen. He is back up
He had
front,
a
and he is
good lead
clear
there.
this time. And he doesn't have
Yeah.
Chevy breathing down his neck.
He's got the one of LA Fatality breathing down his neck now in that beautiful Kurt Busch car. There'll be Chevy Man in third, Haasbass in fourth, the 42 of Nixium. They're working on the outside of the 43 of Loading.
And just an update, the two guys wrecked off the start were the 9 of Party and the 43.
Oh, so the 3 is back there in fifth, pardon me. Or is fighting for fifth.
So Loading
And
and
the
Party.
43 of Loading, yes.
As Heathen has built a pretty big gap this time around. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he's fairly happy that they restarted this race.
Yeah, let's go back here to the 14 of our guy in Tony Stewart's car. The 14 of 3 flashes. Oh, a car around. The
Well,
48 of I
believe that was
Cowboy
your
Nation.
fault, Train.
I didn't say his name.
You said 3 flashes, 3 flashes pushed up the track, and they all wrecked.
Yeah, well, he didn't. 3 flashes didn't hit anybody though.
Mm.
We'll agree to disagree. All right.
Yeah, on my screen it looked like he kind of pinched somebody into the wall, but maybe I just didn't look at it right. Anyway.
Chase Dreamer here, looking good in the 88. There's a beautiful Mountain Dew car there in Party. The 42 of Nixium. Looks like he's got a number change.
Yeah, Party and Loading are probably really happy about that caution.
Right.
For whatever happened at the start of the race between those two.
Let's go to our leader of Heathen. We're going to have a look back view coming into turn 1. Grain.
Surprised Chieftain's not in one of his custom schemes this week.
He wanted to run that Chevy Goods car.
So we got the 3 of Tyler Cubs up to second, looking inside of Heathen.
And he has got a quarter panel half, almost
Big push
side
from the
by side.
24. But that outside in 3 and 4, if you can get it right, you can defend really well. But fresh
Good
tires.
defending there. He's going to side draft. He's about a half back from that 3 car for the lead. Half back quarter for the from the 3, and still on
Ooh,
quarter for the 5 car, the 3, and the 3 is clear.
almost had a wreck there. The
Great work
24
by
got into the.
Tyler Cubs to work his way to that top spot. And a great battle there, for sure.
He then
Oh,
grabs
the
the
Thrive
wall.
car,
Ugh.
yeah, gets the wall there. The 24 gets underneath him. The 73 of Haspass helping him there on the bottom.
This is a
41 laps to go in stage 1.
Yeah, this is a bit different from most normal Charlotte races. It seems like if you get out front, everybody starts fighting pretty hard. And ooh,
Oh,
that's
40, the 24 and 42 got in there right there, as we saw. Let's go ahead and go back to that 42 car.
looked like the 24 drove it in too hard and just clipped the apron and pushed up the track. As we now have a
See the
2-car breakaway with the 3 and the 5.
3 of Tyler Cubs, the 5 of Heathen, the 42 of Nixium there in third, and me 1 and 4 and 73 are fighting for that 4th spot.
Because I believe something's wrong with the servers tonight. Because now it seems like 3 flashes is lagged out.
Let's go take a look here. Asphalt Gator also in the pits, and 3 flashes. We'll
And this race got spread out really quickly. I didn't expect to. Usually Charlotte's a really heavy draft track, but
yeah. You can get spread out here and get a good race going. The 42 in third, the 1 worked his way into that 4th position, and the 9 now fighting there in 5th. The 48 of Cowboy Nation looking to get his way to the front there in 6th, and the 73 who started in the 3rd position back there in 7th position. The 88 of Chase Dreamer bringing up the rest of that pack, and Drake there in 10th, I believe.
as I believe Tyler Cub's got in the wall or something, he is now fallen to 2nd.
Putting Heathen here in the lead. I believe we have our normal broadcaster back in the booth. Oh, Flash, you got a copy, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, man.
me and Gator both lagged out at the same time. Something to do with the
Yeah,
lobby.
you're looking. You sound a little muffled there.
I don't know. It's something going on with the lobby.
There we go. There we go. Now I can hear you there, Flash.
Yep.
This is just unfortunate, man. I really wanted to see you run tonight and get a successful run in at Charlotte, because I know I couldn't run as good as you do at Charlotte. I struggle at Charlotte. I know you were going to take care of them, but just a struggle tonight there in the 14 car. I got to say, man, I am so sorry.
That's alright.
It's
It's me and, like I said, me and Gator both lagged out at the same time. So I don't know what's going on.
I would like to say, though, why are you apologizing, Train? You seem like you're the one who made him lag out. You seem to
I
be
just it's
taking the
happened to him
blame.
multiple times, and it's unfortunate. It's rough, man.
I know.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
I've ever
it's
lagged
weird.
out.
My
I think the
internet.
only race I've ever lagged out of was a Daytona 500 race. I was dominating on one stage 1, one stage 2, was leading in stage 3, and then all of a sudden lagged out. But that's the only one I've ever lagged out of, I think. So I have really good luck with lag, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what my internet issue is, but like I almost always lag at least a couple times a race, but like I never lag out ever, almost. So
I think mine started doing like one lag spike every race.
so 3 is inside the 5 for the lead here.
5 not
See,
fighting too hard tonight.
got a long way to go. And I'm pretty sure he knows he's got a long run car, so.
I guess I'm gonna jump on in here.
We have two tandem drafts almost. We got the 3 and the 5, and we got the 42 and the 48.
"32 laps to go here in stage 1. So, Flash, I know you're planning to race possibly tomorrow, or I'm racing, one of the two. Uh,
Yeah,
Sorry, I heard
Pocono.
my name called, so I was listening.
I thought I was
Um,
having internet issues again when it got quiet there.
Poconos
Uh,
tomorrow night, and it's gonna be an
yeah, I
interesting
guess
race.
I'll try because Evan had asked me if I could sub tomorrow night for him, so I guess I'll give it a try tomorrow night since I'll be in the booth tonight. I think we'll
yes.
switch it up again, and not really a track I wanted to run at, but I mean, I was looking forward to some track time this week, so guess I'll give her a shot tomorrow.
You could
All
always
right.
wait till Friday and run Charlotte.
True, I don't think Evan can make the race, so it'd be a good time to give a sub to him. So, um, I mean, we'll see, but it's like these guys
All
are
right.
single filed
Serving
out right
cone.
now.
Do you know what time it is?
Time for train to fall asleep? No, it's too early for that. My bad.
You know I can mute your audio, right?
Keyword is you can, but that means that you hadn't. Which means the joke has already been made, so there's no point in muting me.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, 48
time
Cowboy trying to pass
For
the 42 and just now gets around him.
flashes. Keys to the race.
Don't
I think
lag
we're
out.
a bit early for that. Can I take over Flash's segment?
Go for it. I want to hear Cone's keys to the race for the
All right.
All
for
right.
this one.
Who's ready for Cone's keys to the race?
Well, first
I am.
off, a better introduction to this segment would be it's time to serve up some key factors into this race.
I like
Anyway.
it. I like it.
Now, as you all know, this is a 200 lap race at Charlotte, which means it's split up into 4 segments, which is an extra one than normal. But the good thing about it being an extra stage is that you have pretty much the same strategy every stage. So it really only comes down to who is the fastest and who makes the least amount of mistakes. But I've run a lot of Charlotte races, and I like to pit short pit. You can gain a lot of time. You gain about 8/10 a lap when you short pit. So as soon as the pit window opens, I would normally pit for tires and fuel. And the other thing is, as you see here, just kind of... Oh, okay, Chevy thought he was going to brake. Anyway, back to the keys to the race. Sorry about that. Got distracted. Yeah, I mean, short pit's what I
Andrew,
would
can you
do.
pass me a beer, please?
And just make sure it's a long race, but then again, it's the same length as all the Xfinity guys drive at every mile and a half. So, as the one of LA Fatality pits, taking the short pitch strategy. If he was a little bit closer to the front, I think that worked, but he's a bit too far back.
Yeah, we're right at the halfway point too. So we're on lap 25 of 49 here, and I think yeah, I think you're right on that. I think he's a little bit too far back for that strategy to really pay off for him, but definitely like what you said there. It was kind of gonna be my plan tonight if I could have lasted more than half a lap, but
I offered to sub for Shifter instead of you.
yeah.
Shifter's probably not too happy as he then signals for pit road.
Yeah, he won't get any stage points tonight, unfortunately, and yeah, that
Yeah, just
I don't know what to call
unfortunate. I don't know what's going on right now with you, Flash, and with everything that's going on. It's been a chaos of events for you in the leg races, and I just feel so bad for how it's turned out for you for the last few races, with the lagging out.
Yeah, tonight I don't know if it was a internet connection issue for me or if it was just a casualty of the lag of the lobby because
Server.
it happened with Gator to start with, and then as soon as he lagged out the second time, my screen actually
Ooh,
froze.
the
Like
three
it
of Tyler
was.
Cubs missed pit road and hit the barrels, and it looks like he got some front end damage.
Oh, that's not gonna be. Yeah, that's
He
gonna
may
cost him a
have
lot of
even
time.
sped as well, but I do not believe he sped. Just got probably a couple seconds of damage.
Watch and see here.
Looking at the 3 coming into pit road here. He's across his pit line. They're going to have to back him up.
This should be Heathen's stage to lose now.
Yeah, and we see he's already made his stop, so we're gonna see. We'll watch the 3 here. At least let's see if
3
he
is
can come out.
exiting now, and here
comes
comes
the
the
5.
4.
Oh, that's the 4 there.
Heathen
Yeah.
is, well, maybe he didn't lose as much time as I thought.
I believe Ethan's already passed him.
No, Heathen's on the backstretch. The 3's going into
Yeah,
turn
he did
3.
just. Yeah.
I
He's on
think
the
the
backstretch
3
there.
got damaged, or yeah, the 3 got damaged and took 2 tires is the only thing I can think of. That is really weird for
Oh,
him to miss
wow.
pit road that badly.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he actually gained on Heathen there, because you're right, he's got about a 2.5, almost 3 second lead on Heathen right now.
So our current leader right now is the 48 of Cowboy Nation in this beautiful Ally car. It
I
is
believe
not my
the
night.
damage from the 3 didn't actually happen because it is still there, which means that he would have pitted and fixed it. And since it's still there, that means that there was no damage in the first place.
Some lag on entry of the pit road, probably from.
No, yeah, I think he
camera.
missed pit road. Just about missed it, and then
It threw him in
Saved
there.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think he'd gain that much time. We'll see.
Cowboy
Maybe we
Nation's
don't know
gonna try
what's
to
going on.
stretch you here.
That's what happens sometimes. Streamers are clueless.
Heathen is reeling him in a little bit, but it's. Well, it is close to half a second
Yeah.
that lap, so.
Yeah, I think the 3 did get damaged and he took 2 tires. Because Heathen has gained a lot very quickly.
Those tires will start to even out more and more as we go into this run, though. So,
With 18 to go this time by in stage 1, do you think Heathen's going to get to him well before the end of the stage?
If Tyler actually took 2 tires, Heathen will easily get to him. Because I'm not even sure 2 tires will last all the way to the end of the stage.
Now I'm questioning if he did, because that last lap they ran about the same time. There was no gain for Heathen. It stayed at 2 seconds.
What was
And actually
Heathen's
it
lap
just
time?
clicked up one. This time by at the line, he just ran 29.7.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so the 3
Tyler
is on 4
Cubs,
tires.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
there's
is.
no way.
So there's no damage on that 3 car.
Yeah. They are currently 5th and 6th on the track, with Hasbass leading it. Now he is not pitted yet.
All right. Serving cone. Since you're visiting tonight, would you like to do a line breakdown on a car? Do you know how to do that? And you know what that's about?
Yeah.
All right. What car would you like to break down tonight?
Well, let's see. Well, I guess we can do the 3 since he's out front.
All right, let's go take a look at this 3 car here.
Coming out of turn 2 now. You always want to try to straighten up the corner as much as possible and get as close to that wall as the exit. And then here down in turn 3, stays high and then cuts it down to the bottom and holds it on the bottom and then comes up to the wall, but not quite all the way. As if you get all the way out to the wall, you get really loose. So you want to try to stay in like that middle to high lane. And then down here in 1 and 2, you want to try to get all the way down, and he didn't quite get all the way down, but about half a lane up. You want to try to get to that blue and white line and really hook the bottom through 1 and 2 to get the best opening up off as you come off a corner. Down in 3 and 4, missed the bottom again. I've seen Tyler race at this track. He's really good, so I believe he just messed up those corners. as we go into turn 1 and 2 again, and you see it gets a little bit lower. I'm probably trying to avoid those bumps on the entry to 1, as that gets you really loose, especially on new tires. It's really hard to run really fast on new tires. As you comes down into 3 and 4, and there you go. He gets to the bottom that time. Really hooks that blue line and just comes up a little bit and comes across the start finish line. It looks like he has started to pull away from Heathen just a bit.
Yeah, he's pulled away from Heathen by 0.3 seconds from where we talked about it last. And that was a great line breakdown. Thank you for doing the line breakdown for stage 1. Appreciate you taking your time to do that. It's not the easiest thing to do, that's for sure. It can be kind of confusing, but great job.
Well, I will say it's probably not very easy, but at this track, everybody kind of runs the same. Yep. Like I said, you don't want to get too high because then you get loose, and then stuff like what just happened to the 3 happens.
Yeah, it definitely, you would think it's just a normal mile and a half on paper, but this place is very unique in how it drives. It's really hard to explain unless you're actually on track driving it. If you've never, driven this place, you would look at it and say, oh, this is just like any other track in a mile and a half in NASCAR. But this one has some quirks to it that you wouldn't expect just looking at it, how it handles.
For sure.
I'd definitely say this is one of the better mile and a halves on this game. It's honestly, if you're good enough at the track, you can actually pull away from people. But looks like Heathen might be a little loose. But anyway, usually 1 or 2 guys who are really good can actually pull away from the field because it's just so hard. 1 and 2, the entry of turn 1 is just so hard to be consistent at. And then 3 and 4, if you're behind somebody, you really want to back the corner up and just get a good run down the front stretch and try to pass them. As seeing a lot of people, I think a lot of people are really tight, or they're just overdriving 3 and 4 as they slide up towards the wall on exit.
And I do kind of find it interesting. Do you know they call this track, it's not a tri-oval, it's a quad oval. Do you know why they call it a quad oval, Flash?
That is because of the shape of the front stretch there. It basically has a turn in itself down the straight. You kind of, it's almost squared off up at the top near the start finish line, instead of it being more triangular, kind of like a Kansas or a Chicagoland. It kind of has that, like, almost, like I said, almost like 2 separate corners, and it's in itself down the front stretch. As you see here with Tyler Cubs there, it's almost 2 quick little turns before you get to the actual turns. The shape of the racetrack, that's what it has to do with.
Very nice. We have 8 laps to go here in stage 1. Tyler Cubs with a great lead. Heathen there in second, about 3 seconds back. Cowboy Nation 4 seconds behind him in third in that 48 car. Nixium in the 42 tonight. They're fighting that 48 car for third, and Hasbass, you guys can see him here a little bit farther back, about 2 seconds behind Nixium here, trying to get another spot here for the end of the stage.
I'm surprised Nixium was on the 48's bumper a minute ago, and he should have fresher tires. I don't know what happened to him to make him fall back so much, as 48's starting to pull away.
Yeah, it seems like Nixium might be struggling with the handle a little bit of that car. We noticed that out of him a lot here. It's like he tends to struggle with getting his car where it wants to be early on, but I have a feeling he's going to be up here battling for this win by the end of this one.
I don't know if it's just people haven't gotten their adjustments in yet or what, but
yeah,
Heathen and Tyler just drove away from everybody.
Yeah, Tyler now with a 3-second lead over Heathen as well, as we're coming down to the end of the stage.
Honestly, if Tyler can make it to the end of the race, he's got a good chance of winning. I've raced with him before. He's really good at this track, so just come down and see if he can make it to the end. He also has like lag out issues, not necessarily internet issues, but he will have lag out issues every now and then.
I know how that feels. as we're
I
coming
don't.
to. Yeah, no, you don't. I haven't seen you
I
lag
just
out of
have to
one.
ride in the back, and jump around all over the place, waiting for it to
Yeah.
clear up.
I actually wish mine was doing that tonight instead. I would have rather rode around in the back with a little bit of lag instead of just flat out lagging out.
So you'd rather run dead last than commentate with us. I see how it is.
No.
Wow.
With train, I was
Wow.
referring to you.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that refers to everybody.
No, it was just referring to train.
Train had already
Uh,
picked you to win the race. Flashes.
Uh-oh.
Lap 2,
Oh,
he's like,
God.
look, we got Flashes out here. He's going to win. That is not true at all. Just letting you know.
Oh,
What?
that was just
Don't
about to
say that, Cone. What the heck? You finally
Flash.
got my back, then all of a sudden you grab the snake and you cut off its head.
Train, let's be honest. Who are you going to pick to win the race? You were either going to pick the guy who was running first, or you were going to pick Flashes.
Pretty much.
That's how you always do
I think
it,
I'm
Train.
gonna mute this guy. I think I'm gonna mute him. I'll get fired for it, but I'll mute him.
That's fine by me.
Man.
Flash is going to start up the stream.
Coming
both
to the
have
white
the-
flag of this stage, by the way. For
As, yeah,
Tyler
as
Cubs,
we-
white flag is out.
Real quick.
Yeah.
The 42 has definitely lost the handling, as the 73 has gotten past him and doesn't have enough time, but he's definitely running down the 48 as well. And other
Yeah,
than that,
and
I
the
do not see
48's
any on-track battles.
48's reeling in Heathen as well, so that I would say Tyler obviously has got the best one right now, but these other guys, Haas and Cowboy, might have something to say as we come across the line to end stage 1. Tyler Cubs takes it. About 3.5
And
seconds.
Tyler Cubs will win stage 1 at Charlotte. Oh my.
Be interesting to see if Tyler can pull away again like he did that stage.
I'd have to agree. Adjustments are going to change a lot. They're going to have a full 40 seconds lead adjustments in. So almost everybody's car should be set up to go on this run here for stage 2.
I think it's less of putting your setup in and more of actually figuring out what you need, because there's already been one caution and there's already been a set of pit stops, so everybody should have their setups in by now. So I think it's just people needing to adjust them to catch up to the 3-car who, like I said, I've raced with him before. He's spent a lot of time at this track specifically, getting good at it.
Yeah, absolutely. He made that first stage look pretty easy as everybody gets their pit stops done, and this is stage 2 of 4 here.
And we're going to take a look, looking at the front of Heathen's car here for the start of the stage. The 3 car has still got a quarter pedal on the 5, quarter pedal on the 5. And the 3's clear, the 48. Not enough room between the 48 and that 3. 48 comes up to the bumper of that 3 car, giving them a little nudge right there. And the 88 to the bumper of the 48. 42 behind that 88. The 5 working his way back on the inside. He's going to get it. He's clear the 48. The
They all
78
got
three
bundled
and
up a little
48
bit.
bump. So the 5 car is second once again. Nice work by Heathen to get into line there and fight in turns 3 and 4.
Ooh, Haas got in the apron. Ooh, he put the 48 in the wall on accident, obviously. I believe it was on accident. And, yep, it was going almost the exact same way as the first stage, as Heathen and Tyler get out front and everybody else just battles too hard early on. When you got Heathen goes to the grass a little bit. When you got a guy as fast as Tyler has been so far tonight, you really have to just quit battling each other and just stick with them and then beat them on strategy, honestly. That's what I would try to do, because even if I was in this race, I believe that I would not be faster than the 3. I think we'd be even. So yeah, you're going to have to win this race on strategy, honestly.
Yeah.
If someone out strategize somebody, that's the question.
We see for now the 5 is hanging with Tyler as they both drive away a little bit from the rest of the pack. I'll tell you though, that 73 Fastpass has got a good car tonight. I think if he can stay up here in this track position, he might can do something with these guys.
Looking towards the front of
There's
the
a
the 5 on the
wreck.
inside! He's making the
Massive
pass!
wreck on the
The
back
5 to
stretch.
first place!
We have 6 guys wrecked on the backstretch.
At the exact time of that wreck, we had a battle for the lead. He then took it over as Tyler got in the fence, and yeah, huge damage for several of these guys. Looked like Chevy was involved. The 88 of Chase, the 42 of Nixium, the 48 of Cowboy. I believe Party might have got a piece of that as well in the 9.
Yes,
Now this is where everybody can differentiate their strategy. You've ran about 5 laps so far, so you can really, I mean, everybody's going to pit, obviously, but you can decide how early you want to pit now, because you have that 5-lap buffer. So instead of everybody having to pit directly in the middle of the stage, you're going to have about 5 laps of, you could pit early.
Yeah, deciding how you want to play it, which I agree with you what you said earlier. Definitely, if you have the opportunity to, pitting early is the way to go here. We'll have to see what everybody decides to do, though, as we're back under green.
Yeah, the main reason I talk about pitting early is I was in a league race before, and everybody was just battling for the lead, and I just kind of drifted to the back of the lead pack and just dropped off and pitted. And when pit cycled out, I had a 4-second lead over everybody with like 12 to go. So yeah, when everybody's battling like they are here, you really want to kind of just get out of it and get by yourself and run clean laps. Oh, well, we
That's
got
the way to
another
go. We got
wreck.
another crash.
Another crash back there.
The 88, 9, and 48, and there's a manual.
Yeah, I
A little
believe
bit
they
more
actually-
strategy.
I believe it actually threw in-game right there, so that will once again, cause these guys to decide what they want to do. Where's that
Train.
42 car?
We can
Did he
hear
get
you.
damage?
We can hear him through you, Train.
Oh man. Sorry guys.
We're
Looks
gonna
like
be like Dale Jr. at Darlington. We apologize for the language from the 24 car.
It was pretty funny though, dude. There's a bunch of in turn 3. We need a
Trust me, we
shovel.
heard you, Train.
Bring a
We heard
shovel. Bring.
As
I was just about to call that. The 42 took 2 tires there, or possibly didn't even pit. I think he pitted but took 2. I was just asking where the 42 was. I knew he was going to do it.
ooh,
42
wow.
of Nixium up front.
Nixium.
I'm surprised that Tyler got to the bottom so easily. Heathen did not have a good start there. Heathen still gets under him off of turn 2. So 42, for some reason, is going to give Tyler the draft. I don't know why you'd try to get the fast guy by the slower guy, but 42's on the apron, holding everybody up.
Ooh. That's
See,
going to
like-
be an issue for...
This is where, depending on what lap it is, I would honestly just pit now and make it, but because this 42 on 2 tires is definitely going to hold up everybody behind him. So if you can get off strategy and get out in clean air, 73 almost gets wrecked. But yeah, if you-
35 to go. So what is the top end
Should
of the
be
fuel window here?
28 it should be, 27
Okay.
maybe.
Yeah, so they got to wait a
But
bit.
yeah, the connection test was 28 laps, and you had about a lap and a half more, or had about half a lap left after 28. So you can maybe make it 29, but no reason to risk it.
The 5 working on the bottom there.
Yep.
And just almost
He's just
clear
gonna-
for the 5 car.
Just gonna pass 42 with ease. That's the only problem with those 2 tires. They last for a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, it's a good try by Nixium, but like when your car already seems to have long run issues, I wouldn't try something like that. Because he
Yeah, we'll
definitely
have
seems
to
to have
s-
short run speed. I don't know
Yeah.
why it would.
I mean, we're really going to have to see how much he fades here with that call. Because he had fallen back a bit, I believe, from that last caution. He was up in the top 5, but we'll see what happens here. Currently second, but looking like he's losing a
big
little
thing
the
bit.
now
9
is-
and the
Oh!
5.
Another wreck.
I don't know what car that was. Was that the
And
5? Let's take
now
a look here. It's the 88, a Chase
9
Dreamer. And the
and the
9 got
4.
into a wreck there. The 9 went
And it's
straight into the pit
in-game
road
caution.
barrier.
And
In-game
that throws
caution,
strategy out the window. Because
Yeah,
it should
this-
be about 28, 29 to go now.
Yeah, this might create a situation. Well, it's 32. Yeah, I think they'll be able to make it.
If it's 32 to go, you should lose 3 laps, which will put it at 29, which will make everybody half a lap short.
Yeah, and
If it was everybody was 2 laps short, I would just go ahead and tell you that party won the stage. But
yep.
Wise man. He's
Yep.
learning.
Oh, he
yeah,
said
I've
that
had to
he's-
deal with the shifters
he's-
and clutches before. You lead a race pretty much the whole time, and then at the very end you lose by 15 seconds because somebody could use a clutch. And you're just like, ugh! Yeah, and HPR, which I run, the other league I run in, we got a couple guys in there who have clutches, and they use them a lot. It's frustrating, but I mean, they bought it, they spent their money on it. Can't tell them not to use it. As Tyler falls way back, man, that was interesting start. That outside just did not go at all.
Well, and this is 29 to go, as you said, so it's going to be right on that edge of the fuel window. So I, for one, am hoping this stays green because I want to see who really has the best overall long-run car to go to the end of the fuel run completely.
That 5 car,
Well,
huge
flashes.
shoot. Did you see that run from the 5 of Heathen?
Flashes, if you want something to go green, you don't say it because, as you know, commentators curse.
Yeah.
We'll get all
Yeah.
the way to 5 to go, and it'll just be a big pile up out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Or if,
no,
if I was in this race, I'd be leading with 3 laps to go and lag and wreck everybody, and then have to drop to last.
Well, I think it's time
Hey, at least you would get the stage win at that point.
for another line breakdown. Stage 2's line breakdown. Who's ready?
Got this one too.
You want to do this one too?
All right.
Yeah, I got this one.
What car do
Who you
want?
want? Who you want me to do?
I want you to do this 42 car.
Okay, the 42 car. I mean,
Nixium,
push the button
right?
16 times. Okay. Nixium's running the same line as Tyler. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, the Charlotte is not one of those tracks where you can really break down somebody's line. I mean, you can break down one guy's line, but as you see, the 42 just wraps the bottom. I mean, that's the fastest way around the track and shoves the
I will
5
say-
kinda away.
If we are going to talk about why he gained right there, we saw the 5 was not all the way to the bottom, as you said. And there he goes again. He's more of a middle groove, and he's losing time to 42 right there.
But then again, you know, he's also in the draft, and for some reason on this game, the draft actually makes you turn better. So if Nixium's having turning issues like it seemed like he was, being in the draft would definitely make him a good bit faster.
Absolutely.
The 5
Yep.
looks like he tagged the wall there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
Nixium's running a line that more of like how I would run the track, where you really stay high in turn 3, and then when you jump on the gas, it kind of automatically turns your car to the bottom. Whereas Heathen's kind of driving it to the bottom and pushing up through 3 and 4. So I guess you can break down the lines a little bit, but everybody runs the very bottom as close as you can to the blue line in turn 1 and 2. Try not to get loose over the bumps. And then 3 and 4, as you see Nixium go high, the 48 got in his left rear.
All right,
Nixium's
you want me to show
gotta
you how
clear
this is
him off
done?
the track? No, I do not.
Okay, okay.
Let's hear it, Train. Let's see how you would say he would.
Hang on. The reason I say that is because how are you supposed to show me how it's done? We are both watching the same race. So I don't know how I'm supposed to watch you watch this race. Anyway, I'm done with the jokes. I'm sorry, Train. Do your thing.
Looking here, coming out of turns 3, this 42 car is looking good. The 5 out front. The 42 in second, the 48 in third. They got a good breakaway here. This 3-car pack is looking pretty good. There's a big gap back there to the 72 of Haas Bassett. Behind him will be the 3.
It is a pretty good breakaway we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it's
About
pretty organized too. There's not too much chaos going on up there.
No, they seem to be content right now. I don't think Mixim is really trying to push Heathen too much to try to get by him at this point. I know Cowboy, and he normally doesn't want to just rad, but I mean, I think.
I'd tell you exactly why he's riding. He's got to save that extra lap of fuel.
Yep, I was about to say that. I think he's thinking big picture here.
I believe that's what both of them are doing.
I know that Cowboy Nation always thinks big picture. After my experience with him at Daytona, he's always a big picture guy.
Well, I do want to say, we talk about one thing and then everybody does something else. As Cowboy went to the outside of the 42 in turn 1 and 2 as soon as we said he was just sitting there riding. So.
That's normal how it works.
Oh, he hit the big chunk of the apron for the 48. Somehow caught it, but he lost about 2/10 from that. As the one gets in the wall pretty bad. No wreck, though. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why we talk, because the second ever we say, yeah, they're just riding, and then everybody tries to pass everybody else. So
It is how it usually works. Well, I will say that, right now, the 5 of Heathen, he is right in his fuel window. He's clicking. He just clicked that last time by 19 to go. He clicked 19 laps right at the start-finish line, so he is right there, good to go on fuel.
we have another big checkup in the back. Ooh, Haas. Everybody somehow saves it. I don't know how.
All right.
Haas was through the grass. They were 3 wide. 9's in the wall. 24 clips the apron. 9's,
Well, 9 hard in the
9's
wall,
lagging a little.
All
Okay,
right.
they somehow made it through.
Who's
Yeah, these
ready
300
for
cars, they were getting racy.
Now, how many laps did you say we had left, Flashes?
Coming to that time right there was 17 to go.
Man, this...
So,
The
Train, I
88,
think I
the
know what you were
9, and
about
the
to say.
24 are trying to wreck each other.
All right,
Or
to get
they're
to our
all super
track
loose.
trivia question for Charlotte Motor Speedway. What year
All right,
did Charlotte Motor Speedway open?
1960.
1959.
Ground was broke in 1959. The track opened in 1960.
All right.
You got
Which means you
24
lose,
degree.
Flash.
Technically. Yep.
He didn't ask when the ground broke. He said when it was opened.
When they opened the ground.
Oh.
Your secondary question. How long is the Charlotte Roval?
2.37 miles, I think.
All right, Flash, what's your guess?
I thought it was like 2.63, but I might be wrong.
It is 2.28 miles.
Oh,
And then
okay.
for the last trivia question of the night, how many turns are on the Charlotte Roval?
17. Or maybe 14, but I think it's 17.
I'm gonna say 16, but I think he's right.
Yeah, he is right. It is 17 turns for the Roval.
Man, I really
Byron
wish these leaders would
holds
battle a
the
little bit so
fastest
that
lap.
Tyler could catch up. They're just keep on pushing. Sorry about cutting you off there, Train.
I don't like getting cut off.
Too bad.
Well, maybe you shouldn't fall asleep at the end of streams then. I'm sorry. This is the most jokes cracked in one stream. We aren't even halfway through yet. Okay, this is the most jokes about
close, I
the
guess.
race. I mean, you have Heathen and Shifter when they do streams, but they just kind of make jokes to each other.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, Train.
I feel like
William
this is
Byron
just
has the fastest lap.
I feel like this race is just a roast, a speed train roast. What did
Oh
I
no,
do
it's gonna be a
to
No.
you?
B-Train roast. We can make it a B-Train roast.
You didn't do
but
nothing to
no.
me. Train, if we really was a roast, Heathen would be in here, okay?
Exactly.
Are you really
That's
saying
true.
that I'm worse than Heathen? Because you do
Ah.
not complain this much about Heathen.
He's got a good point.
I do complain about Heathen, but it doesn't
Not
matter
as
what I
much as you're
say.
complaining about me. You make it seem like you don't like me, Train. I know I lag a lot. I'm sorry. I wish I could fix it. I got a job and everything. I still can't fix it. And no amount of money will fix it. Well, a certain amount of money will fix it, but not the kind of money I got.
What you need to do is buy one of those Elon satellites and put it up over your house, and you'll be good to go. You have perfect internet.
Yeah, but then the weather comes along and it screws it up, and then we're back to square one.
Yep.
So anyway, I will explain real quick that I used to have not good internet, but internet that worked, and just got crappy luck, and lightning struck outside and fried that router. And that router had a button on it that would let me turn the wireless off of it, so that it would whatever was hardwired was the only thing getting internet, and that's when I could race and not having issues. But lightning struck and fried that router, and it also fried the power brick for my Xbox. So that was fun.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
Didn't get the Xbox though, but not that that matters anymore. I got a new one. So as Cowboys falling off pretty hard here at the end of this run,
Yeah, but that's 42.
and I don't know.
Yeah, it's-
See, now
42
whenever I
has definitely
talk,
come to life in this stage.
now whenever I talk, you guys are like, "Oh no, don't
Yeah,
interrupt
now
him."
we're like, Train's gonna get mad at us. Let's be quiet.
I'm already pissed off. Don't
That's
worry
how
about it.
eventually I'll fall asleep. Hey, Train, or not Train. I'm sorry. Hey, Flashes. Let's just not talk, and he'll eventually fall asleep. There we go. Anyway, now kick him out the
All right.
party.
I kick him at the party. Pick the guy who's streaming out the party, because that'll be efficient.
This sounds like a plan. This is a good idea, I think.
I mean, yeah.
Pick the party that you're out of the
Flash-
party,
or
because that'll be
Flashes
efficient.
can start the stream. You both have access to the account. I don't have access to the
Speaking
account,
of the
so
stream,
I
we
can't
got
do that.
5 to go next time by. This stage is flying by also. It's going to be a battle between these two, it looks like. And Cowboys closing back in.
Oh, huge drift from that one car, man.
Man, I tell
Side
you
by
what.
side with the 73 here, coming into turns 1 and 2.
I was about to
Shannon
say,
gets
if this battle
by.
back here for like 5th was for the lead, it'd be really good. But, it's not. Ooh, 1 and 73 are really loose from the looks of it. But
5 to go at Charlotte.
as I believe the 3 of Tyler had to save fuel really hard, or he has something wrong, because he is really slow. He's probably saving fuel because he wasn't able to ride like the 42 and the 48 were. But also looks like the 48, maybe that's why he dropped back so much. He had to save fuel a little bit. Flashes, what is Heathen's fuel look like?
Let's see.
When
Well,
I
right
checked
now-
last, he was good to go. He had enough to make it to the end. So everybody here should have
5
enough to
Heathen
make it to the end here.
was good.
See, the problem with that train is that this game is not very good. So if you run hard, you will lose fuel, which makes no sense whatsoever. But bad coding by the people who no longer code the game. So that's good to know. I believe Kansas is really bad about it, and so is Dover, where you lose like a lap, almost 2 laps of fuel just by running the race. Like not even running hard, just regular running around the track, you will lose 2 laps of fuel. It's insane. Back up
I'm
front.
wondering if Cowboy
Heathen
had
hit
to say.
the-
Oh, here's the
Blitz.
run, the 42 with the bottom.
Oh, and this is the white flag.
1 to go, sponsored by
One.
somebody.
1 to go, sponsored by
Nobody. We don't have any sponsors.
Serving
Brain,
code.
we don't got any sponsors. We don't have any sponsors.
I'm trying to get the sponsor going for Munich Serving Counts. It's a good one. It's a great organization that we're trying to get built
look.
here.
It's gonna be interesting. Nope. Never mind. No, it's not.
Oh, here's a crossover for the
Coming
42.
to the line.
They're
It's
side
going
by
to be
side.
Heathen holding him off. He passed him back. What a battle there for them two. And it's going to be Heathen winning the stage over Nixium.
And Heathen wins stage 2 at
Train.
Charlotte.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't.
We're at the halfway point of the race. What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, then. Never mind. Because Train forgot his own segment. As I
I
believe
do my
this
own
is
segment.
the white flag.
Hey.
Yes,
I'm
we
gonna
were
teach you
wrong.
something
This
here.
was the white flag, and Train just...
That's
not
what I
Train.
thought.
Flashes was incorrect by a
I swore
lap.
It was one more lap.
But the 5 still won the stage. 42 still finished second. So not much changed. And the 3...
nothing changed there. Yeah.
I believe
So-
the 3 got 4th. Yes.
Somehow, Heathen Stream crashed, and when I reset it, it must have put me a lap behind where I was. So I don't know how that
Well, you know
is
who
possible.
didn't crash?
Yeah.
No, I don't. That was just a genuine question. I don't know.
That was
Well,
Party. Sorry, I had to bleep
five
out everything I heard from
sure.
Party there, guys. I apologize. He's pretty mad here. We just botched that.
He's mad at us? Was
And
Party mad at us? Alrighty, Trent. This is why I don't talk to you.
Oh, Payback is a...
well, I mean, if you'd stop talking a minute, I would
BITCH.
read out who finished top 10, but we don't got to do that. It's fine.
Ah, we're fine. We don't need to know.
That's a good point.
We all know who finished top 10. They finished top 10. Look at it.
Yeah. Looks like it.
But who finished top 5? That's the real question. But we know who did that. It was Heathen, Nixium, Cowboy, Tyler, and then the 88, I believe, were top 5.
Of Chase Dreamer.
If that's
Wait,
who's
Chase
in the
finished top
88.
5? Oh, no. This guy, that's not possible. I think something's wrong with the
Flash,
game.
I apologize.
Anyway.
And stage 3 is it looks like every stage here we're one lap less on each on the stages. It's 47 this time. That's how it normally shakes out, I guess.
Yeah, the last stage, I believe, is 49. It may be 48.
Okay.
It may also be
But-
47, and I don't know.
I thought it was like 50
But back up
something,
front,
so
same
looking
thing
at
that
Hayden,
happened
him
again.
with the 3 following behind him.
I like how Train cut me off to say the same thing that I was already in the process of saying. I'm sorry, Train, okay? I didn't mean to cut you off. It's hard with Xbox.
The 24 into the wall.
Oh no. That is going to put him quite a bit behind the field here with some pretty significant front end damage. Right front, it looks like. That's
Thankfully,
going to hurt.
we still have one other stage, so he's not SOL yet. As the
Not
3
yet.
goes under Heathen, like it's easy. Heathen gets in the wall, like it's hard to drive.
Yeah, I
and
don't
the
know
3
what
goes
happened
by
with the
him.
3 in stage 2, but I think Cubs has said, all right, time to go again, and is back up front
I can tell
for
you
stage
what
3.
happened. He was by himself and had to run hard to try and
Yeah.
catch the lead group, and then wasn't paying attention to his fuel, and he had to
Ah.
start saving. Watched him do it. I'm like, oh, Tyler looks like he's gaining, and then all of a sudden, disappeared.
Yep, had to
That's that.
save just enough to make it to the end. Yeah, that's
So we're back to stage 1 again, where the 5 and the 3 are just driving away from the field with the 48 and the 42 in 3rd and 4th. And
got
unless there's
88
a
though.
quick
Chase, he's
caution
looking-
almost. Nope, they didn't wreck. I thought they were going to wreck. Seen green cars go toward the wall. My bad. Sorry for talking over y'all. Stupid Xbox is delayed by so much that I can't tell when y'all start talking.
That is all right. As continuing to see, as you said, these two go at it. But yeah, I keep looking at that 88 car because the 5 Heathen and him are matching tonight, and I keep wanting thinking that Heathen dropped off for a second. I'm like, no, that's actually the 88 Chase up in the top 5 right now, and having a good run so far.
As we have another lag out of the 4 of Zach. Is
Oh
also
man,
lagged out.
that's all right. Well, that's 2 of the Stewart Haas cars out of it tonight. I blame that I ran the Tony Stewart car. That's why I lagged out.
I think it's because you were meant to be in the booth tonight, Flashes.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
And
so.
I was meant to be on the track. But
Possibly.
we won't talk about that. Pre-race, just to explain how my day went. Pre-race, Heathen text at like 4 o'clock or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to make it tonight. You sub for me? I was like, sure, I got it. And then 8:50 rolls around. He's like, yeah, I'm going to make it. Good luck finding somebody else. That's not how he said it. He said it in a nicer way for once. You know, Heathen, something nice. That never happens. But anyway. And spent 30 minutes making a Larson paint scheme. Trying to do a good job. Did a good job. And then Heathen told me, yeah, I'm going to race. And I was like, ugh. Okay. So, yeah.
I know
Last-minute
you
decision.
definitely want to be out there on the track, huh?
Yeah, I really like Charlotte. I'm good at Charlotte. I like
Well,
Charlotte.
isn't this week you'll be able to be in the entire truck race?
Should be able to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
And
at least that's
keyword is should. And with
Yeah.
how much I've talked about it not lagging out, I'll probably lag out lap 2.
I was gonna say lap 1, but all right.
Now I'll make a lap and get my hopes up, and then I'll lag out.
Yeah. See,
As
that
the
doesn't even
3
happen
and the
for me. It
5
just
still
lets
pushing.
me down immediately.
And instead of it being just the 48 and the 42, the 88 is with them this time around. So it's a little different from stage 1.
Let's look at our top 5. The 5 of Heathen out front, battling the 3 for the lead. 3 right behind him, less than a car length, getting to his bumper at times. Of Tyler Cubs, we can go there. Looking back a little bit farther in the pack here. The 48 of Cowboy Nation there, looking good in third. The 88 of Chase Dreamer in fourth, and the 42 of Nixium trying to get by the 88 car there in fifth.
Yeah, these two again, as we said, they're breaking away, and Tyler's just sitting there drafting off a Heathen at this point.
Yeah,
Not really.
Tyler's
Looks like
doing what a pusher should do. He backs up, turns 3, and he gets a big run up off a corner, and then he pushes. Well, once again, okay, yeah, he starts pushing. I was about to say, looking to the outside as soon as I started talking about how he's pushing so well. But no, he backs up. You can't really back up 1 and 2. You just kind of have to avoid the bumps, and you'll get a little bit better run. But 1 and 2 is pretty straightforward corner. It's 3 and 4 where you make up all your time.
so. I mean, and you're thinking too that 3 can pass Heathen if he wants to. Right
Oh,
now?
yeah. Pretty sure, yeah, after the first stage. Yeah, I believe the 3 is the best car on track. But, I mean, Heathen is close enough that he can still easily win the race. Unless something major happens, it'll be between the 3 and the 5 who wins this race. And the reason I believe that the 3 could pass the 5 is because he just did. With ease, as Heathen makes a small mistake. It's so weird, isn't it? You talk about something and it happens. And everybody's not talking to me anymore. Okay. I'm sorry. I know I talk a lot.
Well,
Trying to
no,
do a
that's
good
all right.
job here. I don't want to be a failure.
Well, you have failed. No.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll leave now.
Well, right now, we see the swap for the lead, and oh wow, I don't know what the 5 just did there. There was a little bit of lag. He's jittering all over the place there. But in a normal event here, this would be the last stage of the race, but we still have a whole nother stage to go after. And believe these guys are just kind of taking a chill pill and just letting these laps count off. And I will say these three that they broke away from, they're hanging with them better and actually might have closed in a little bit. I know Cowboy has definitely made up some of that gap. It was a second and a half. Now it's down to a little over a second.
Yeah, I believe the difference is Tyler was such a good pusher to Heathen, and now Heathen's kind of failing trying to push Tyler. So
Yeah, I think his car is fading. The fives. He's not able to, like you said, really get to the bumper of Tyler there.
He might be a little loose from the looks of it. Also, I don't know. Because I know how the car should be driving, because if he used what I told him to use, I know how the car drives. So it could be something else, but I don't know.
Well, we got under 30 to go in the stage. So we're getting to that point. About the next 5 to 7 laps or so, we should see people on pit road.
I am seeing some line difference here. So we noticed that people before were running a little bit higher up the track here. And let's take a look at this now. Let's look at this 5 car. He can come down the backstretch, working behind this 3 car here. Staying on this top side. That 3's dropping earlier than him. And they're going all the way to the line now. Where before they weren't quite going all the way down. Now they're really committing to this track, and they're really working down to that blue and white line. See,
I believe
here
I
to
know
turns
why.
1 and 2. You see the 3 car goes all the way down to the blue and white line, and he commits to it. A lot more commitment here. The 5 car has been running a weird line coming out of turns 2. He's been diving out of the turn, staying low, and it's working for him. Where the 3, what he does is when he's coming out of that turn 2, he floats up the track. He uses the track. The track pushes him up, kind of using that turn coming out. We see this here. We'll see what happened here. You see he then starts high and works low, exiting.
What do you think that would be the reason for that, Cone? You said why do you think they're changing it up right now?
3 and 4, they're changing it up because they're looser now. As you get on the gas at this track in 3 and 4, your car will actually turn to the bottom depending on what preset you're using. And I'm fairly certain both of these guys are relatively high presets. So, yeah, as they get on the gas, the car should turn to the bottom really easily. And 1 and 2, it just looks like Heathen's trying to get a run to get around the 3. He kind of leaves that gap to drop back just a little bit and then gets the draft off the corner to either push Tyler or try to get around him. I don't know what his mindset is, but it's one of those two if I had to guess.
That was your stage 3 line breakdown.
Well, and I want to actually ask you a question on that, Train, because we've both me and Conan both talked about like racing here and how we would have done it if we were on track. What about you? Have you had a lot of experience racing in leagues at Charlotte? What do you feel about the place?
So I've been trained by a certain race here, and as we go through the turns here, I'll kind of describe what the is here when I was taught. So coming through here, you if you can dive, you see where all that dirt's been pulled up, you can dive right there and cut it straight and go all the way to the wall. Then entering into turns 1, you want to get your tires in between that seam. You want to start above it, then work your way low, and then slowly float up like the 3 has been doing towards the wall on the exit of 2. Now coming into 3 and 4, I stay high in 3 and 4. I stay high until you get about to the center of the corner. Then I work my way low, go all the way down to that blue line. Make sure I kiss it, come back up, and you don't come all the way up. You stay about a car length from the wall as you're coming off of turn 4. And then you run it down the front stretch, and you're trying to cut that quad over there as hard as you can. Because if you can cut it, you can get a straighter line with it. You can get more speed coming down that front stretch.
As we get done with Train's line breakdown of stage 3, how he would run the track.
I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's the way that I run it.
3 and 4 sounds like the right way. I don't know about the way you drive 1 and 2.
3 and 4
sounds like 3 and 4 you're driving it right, but 1 and 2 It's so hard to get 1 and 2. The way you were taught to drive 1 and 2
The
was
5
the
coming to pit road.
easy way, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if he was trying to pit or what. It almost wrecked, as with top or second through fourth all pit. That's not going to be very good for Tyler. He's going to have to really nail his pit entry to not lose the lead.
Yeah, he needs to come this next time around
You
as
just
well
see him dive
to avoid it.
call to go to pit road.
We're going to watch the 3 here. We see him.
The way you want to enter
Looks
pit
like he
road
is
here,
coming. Yep.
you want to be on that bottom, and as you hit the E and the Charlotte on the wall, you want to get on the brakes. And you
That
were
looked
just
like
about.
a pretty conservative entry for him. I don't know. It might just be how I had the camera from my
I'd
angle.
say
But
Well,
I'd have to agree.
Conservative works better than whatever Heathen tried. If you've seen him pit, he about wrecked it in the wall. So
Yeah, but it was a
that's for
quick
sure.
entrance though.
Yeah, he didn't get a penalty either, so I think that's gonna allow Heathen to be close here of getting by him. I'm gonna put it on the 5 car myself here and keep
I
an
am.
eye
I
on
believe
Heathen
the
and see.
3 had a better entry. So we'll see who's right.
Yeah, I mean conservative does work. You're right. It's just sometimes when you go balls to the wall, for lack of a better term, and you go in, if you can make it work, you can definitely gain some time, but you can also lose a lot with the penalty. So
As the 3's
Definitely.
exiting now,
And here comes the 5
5's
car
coming around.
entering the corner.
and we were both wrong. They're almost identical.
Yes, they are. That's gonna be.
That's Heathen
That's going to be a lap.
passes a 3.
Heathen gets it because of the 1 lap fresh tires.
Yep. So that puts them pretty much on level playing field. So this
What's
is gonna be an
the
interesting
time
stage
gap?
battle. Right now it is half a second between the two of them, as it goes to about 6/10 now, as Tyler's still getting all the way up to speed.
Yeah. So a lap of fresh tires should be about 5 to 6 tenths faster than a lap on old tires, depending on who you are.
Let's take a look back here at that 3 car. We see the other 2 of the 3 and 48. What? Sorry.
I was about to say,
What?
who's the 3 of the
I was
4?
like, what? The 42 and 48 are now working to get to that 3 car.
I would like to say the big movers of that pit stop was the 42 and the 48. They gained a lot of time, and it looks like they might have Tyler's draft. So I believe those 3 will catch Heathen, and we might have a good stage finish.
Yes.
This is the
yeah,
point where they all
I
wreck.
believe that. Heathen just ran a 29.656. That's a pretty good lap. I feel like, I don't know for a fact, I feel like somebody's has already or will be in a 29.5 tonight at some point.
I mean, I could answer that question, but I don't want to because it seems like I'm arrogant. So
Well, I know you could hit it. But
I know, but I don't want to say that. And now I said it. Now I sound like an asshole.
well,
I'm
actually,
sorry. I
Heathen
didn't
just
mean to
hit
say
one,
that.
29.593. So okay, there we go. So it would have been a few of y'all out there for sure. Because if Heathen just hit it, I'm pretty sure Tyler will or has hit one. I would assume Nixium, Cowboy as well. So
The
who
main
knows?
thing
There
is
might
doing
be a
it
4 out there
without
tonight.
draft.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Well, I can
With
tell
draft,
you-
I definitely think Heathen probably hit. Oh no, if you've seen him and he just hit a 5, he probably hasn't hit a 4 yet. Never mind.
Well, I haven't seen what his best lap is at this point, not from what he has on his stream, so I don't know. But I would think the top end of a preset, no matter what you've done with changes, you're not going to get past a 4, even with draft. I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Maybe.
I've hit a 3.
You've hit a 3 with presets. Whew.
Yes.
I mean, that was draft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was draft or low fuel, but it was one of the 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Well,
How many laps we got left?
We have
14 to go.
I believe six. What is it now?
14 to go.
Nobody
Charlotte.
knows. Okay.
14 to go.
14
Okay.
to go.
I do believe Tyler will. What's impressive to me is the fact that Tyler has actually pulled away from the 48 and 42 because they were definitely in his draft, and he managed to pull away from them. So he's
Yeah,
got apparently between 16 and 14 laps left to go to catch Heathen, and I believe he'll be able to do so.
13 to go. He's
'Cause
crossing the
Well,
line
it's
that time.
13 now, and they're coming to 12 next time around.
if Tyler makes no mistakes, basically the one lap fresher tires will only help you in like increments because like every now and then, basically the way this game works for some reason is like you'll run really fast, you'll run your fives and your sixes, and then you'll fall off to about eights and nines, and there will be like a one lap difference where Tyler will run a six still and Heathen's already fallen down to eights, and then you go from eight and nines to 30 O's and 31s, and then Tyler will gain another tenth there. And then by the time they get to the end of the run, Tyler should have his draft, maybe. But we will see.
It's dead even on that lap. It's 1 second separates them, exactly 1 second. Heathen just ran a 29.9, so that's at that point that Tyler probably, like you said, was running an 8. He did gain on him a bit right there, but it's still flipping back and forth between 0.9 and 1 second back.
And if Heathen keeps hitting the wall like that, he will lose his lead pretty quickly. But then again, that could have just been the bad broadcast server stuff of this game. So, good thing we're not sponsored by this game. I crap on it a lot.
Oh, I do too. Quite a bit up in the booth.
I mean, it's like they didn't expect people to
That did cost him a tenth.
spectate.
It is 0.9 and it's staying there.
0.9 with, I believe, 10 to go now? Or 11?
Yes. Now 0.8. Okay. So
Heathen will probably run a 31 this lap, if I had to guess, and Tyler will probably run a 29.9 to a 30.0, if I had to guess. Just at where they're at in the run.
The lap before this, because we're about a stream delay here, but he ran a 30.05. I'll let you know what this one was in a second. So I believe you're going to be right. It's going to be right around that 30.1 range.
Alright, now I know why that 14 car lagged out.
Well,
We
why
do
was
too.
that?
He loves us, Train.
So do
That's
you
why
know
he
who
like that.
has the lap record at Charlotte?
Well, considering you said that 14 car lagged out, I assume it's Tony Stewart.
Alright, now can we get some guesses for a lap time?
20, it's not a 27, is it? It's not a 27.9.
It is a 27, I think. I think it's a 27.4, actually.
Lower. Remember?
26.9?
Okay. So you gotta remember, what did Tony Stewart do
You said
before he
6'9".
came to NASCAR?
Oh,
IndyCar.
yeah. See, well, you gotta tell us this beforehand, Train.
I said track record, you dumb
Okay,
little...
we're talking up. Oh, don't call me dumb. We're sitting here watching an NASCAR race. You know what the track record here is? It's in an IndyCar. That's like saying we're at Coda. You know what the track record is? It's by an F1 car. But we're driving NASCARs.
No, there's
as
what
Tyler's
would the
got
time be
NASCARs
there?
have the track record.
Anyway.
I believe in an IndyCar it's about, what, 24 seconds?
There, you're getting clear on the money there.
Anyway, before we talk about lap time, Tyler has gotten in Heathen's draft and is up to his bumper.
Yes, he is.
Sorry for
What is the lap
As we
time,
have-
though, before we watch the battle for this stage? Because I want to know.
Sorry for keep interrupting you, Train. I don't mean to do it.
It's alright.
What's the lap time as we see Tyler? Oh, and these other two have reeled
Oh,
him
you
in
wanna
too,
know
but
what the lap
Tyler's
time
all over
is?
that back bumper.
Oh, it's a 24.490 done by Tony Stewart in the Team Menard in 1998 in an Indy car.
Yeah, that's smoking
Was
around
that the
here.
last time they ran here?
I'm not sure.
'Cause I've never really seen an IndyCar race at Charlotte.
Yeah, that's
As
probably...
Tyler just keeps
So,
tapping
Four.
Heathen's bumper.
Yep, 4 laps to go right here as well in stage 3.
so the only
these
series...
two need to be
Anyone
careful.
watching here is not the end of the race. This is stage 3 of 4 here. We have one more.
Yeah, to answer your question, the only series that races on the oval anymore are NASCAR series that are major event. There's not
Our
race here
NASCAR
anymore.
series.
So that's a great notice. For all 4, you have the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
They do
3
not
to
run the
go.
1.5 though.
I don't know what they run exactly. Yeah. So. But that's
3
I think
laps to
Tyler's
go.
just sitting behind Heathen, waiting. Doesn't want to pass him too early and let those two behind him catch up. But he's just biding his time, trying to figure out the best run he can get.
Gonna be
We're
2 to
coming
go
to
this
2
time
to go.
by. I think Cowboy's too far back to do anything right at this point, but the 42 might can get up there if these two get together. 2 laps remaining in stage 3.
the 3
I
car to
believe
the
Tyler
bumper.
will pull out coming out of 4 on this lap. I believe he tried to pass them. If I had to guess.
Coming to the white flag. Does this 3 car have anything? Can he make the run?
He backed the corner way up. He looks to the outside.
Just for
White
Looking
flag.
inside. Oh, I think he's just gonna shove Heathen off in the corner, try to make him miss the bottom. Doesn't work. Okay, he's gonna have to figure out how not to get blocked here off of turn 2.
He's gonna go down there.
I don't
He's
think
gonna
it's
have the
gonna
look.
work. He's gonna get pinched too much and not be able to get a run. Ooh, Heathen overdrove it. Heathen overdrove the corner just a bit.
It's gonna be a
Tyler got
drag
a little
race.
loose.
It's gonna be a drag race to the line. Oh, and
The
Tyler
3.
got it by a
The
bumper.
3 got up by a nose.
Wow, that was a
Tyler
hell of a
really
stage
should have went
finish
to
right
the
there.
Tyler
Great
really
drive.
should have went through the grass there so that we could say the 3 made a pass in the grass.
Oh, I know. Wouldn't that have been something?
Great
I gotta
job.
go to the bathroom real quick.
Great job
Wow,
there by the
look at
3 of
that.
Tyler Cubs. The 5 of Heathen heads up in second. Nixium there in third. The 48 of NASCAR, oh my, I always want to call him NASCAR boy. The 48 of Cowboy Nation there in fourth. Loading in fifth in the 43 car. Fatality in sixth. Party in seventh. Chase in eighth. Chevy Man in ninth. And Drake bringing up the 10th position here for the Coca-Cola 600.
And, you know, if it was another 20 feet, I think Heathen would have got him back. The 3 had a huge run, had half a car coming out of 4, and then Heathen catches it out of 4, gets that run from the top, coming to the line. Another 20,
Yeah.
30 feet, he would have got him back. But that was thousandths of a second.
Yeah, this reminds me of that heartbreak Daytona 500 race when Mark Martin almost won against Kevin Harvick.
2007, yep.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaking for me for sure as a kid.
We're green for this 4th and final stage. Only time you'll hear that all year, 4th stage.
That is true. The 3 car is already clear. The 48 bumps the 5. And we hear cuss words flying in race in the between spawners and stuff. The 3 high out of the turn. The 48 to the lead.
Guess what? There's 48 laps to go as well. So there it is, and this will be a 1 pit stop stage as the other ones have been. As long as we stay green and no wrenches get thrown in the plan here, we're going to come down to the final pit stop. And how about that? The winner of stage 3 is now in 3rd. And the guy who finished 2nd, he's in 4th. So we got 2 new guys fighting for this win here in the Coke 600. Heathen is fading. He got up in the fence and he's lost a few more spots. Party gets by him. LA Fatality.
I think Heathen's a little too busy venting to drive.
I am back.
Would you agree with that there, Flash?
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit of distraction from him, and now he drops quite a bit of spots right there.
You can see he's got his focus back here. We have a camera on him. He's working on the 9 up Party, already almost to the outside there. Oh, I think I don't know what happened there. Into the wall again for that 5 car. He is driving this car really hard right now.
Yeah, trying to make that top side work and just getting in the fence, costing him some time. But as we talk about that, we see the 42 of Nixium now moved to the front of the field here in this final stage.
Yeah, you get the 3 and the 5 out of the front row, and it becomes an interesting race.
Yes, it does. LA Fatality up in the top 3 for the first time tonight as well.
Man, he then keeps trying that outside, and it's just people under him. Oh, there's a 24 round, and he collected somebody. Nope.
All right.
Loading saved it. Nope, there's definitely 2 people. 2 black cars, I believe.
The 43 is in the pits. Believe he might be out of this one. I also believe that's
turn
going to
4
be
for me.
a caution.
43 is in turn 4 for me.
I think we might be we're under a manual caution.
No.
No in-game. Sorry about that. It was
Endgame's a movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
God.
That was quite the interesting move there. We'll have that. Let's look back at the stream. We're at 91 minutes for the record. 90 minutes is when that accident happened. So for the admins to look at that.
For a minute there, I thought we had like 91 people, and I was like, what?
Yep, they all came to watch you, Coon.
Yeah.
Don't let his ego
read
get
the
to
group.
him.
If you read the group chats, I believe that is incorrect. As I don't know what is going on with my stream. Everybody started lagging. That's not good. It's hard to broadcast or watch a race when everybody's jumping. So 9 almost gets in the wall. Keeps it out of it. The 42 gets low on the 73. He's got a push from the 1. And the 73 gets left outside to dry. So 1 moves up into second. Not quite clear yet. The 3 looks 3 wide. And the 1 gets to second. The 3 has to check up. Entered too low.
Alright guys, the 24 car has lagged out of the race. The 24 car has lagged out of the race.
All
Is my
right.
mic working?
Yes.
Okay.
We have, so that's, what is that, our 5th DNF tonight?
4th, I believe. The
4th,
18, the 4, 14, and 24.
Oh, well, the 43 as well, though, is not in this race, so.
43 is on track in 10th.
Oh, I'm getting that lag again, then. He's on pit road for me, so I
was trying to tell you that. You said he was on pit road, and I was like, nope, he's on turn 4.
The 5 car moving
Okay.
quick to the front of the
well,
track.
Somebody invite me back to the race. My
Oh my
stream-
gosh!
Yeah, invite me
Oh,
back
they're
as
all
well.
wrecking! Oh my
They're
god!
wrecking everywhere.
Did you see that?
No,
That
I
was
didn't.
We
I had
insane.
to leave. I did not see that, unfortunately.
Literally, we're like, man, flashes. Hey, we need an invite. Train. Oh my goodness, y'all see that?
That was insane.
We would love
dude.
to see it, Train. Can we get it in? Thank you. All right.
Oh my god.
That was insane in the membrane.
That. What crap is he talking now?
You never heard that song?
I don't know. I didn't even hear what you said. I thought you were just saying I
Oh.
have a brain.
Insane
or
in the membrane.
First off, I want to say that Train is talking to me about talking a load of crap.
something. Did I say the S word?
No.
Oh.
I like how that's the part of that he took away from my statement. Wait, did I cuss? No, Train.
Oh,
Man, the spectating server is not working. As we got
No.
all the guys who have lagged out in front of the pack. And there we go. Now they're on pit road.
now they're on pit road. Yeah, I saw that as well for a minute.
As we have
I
a
was
new
like,
leader.
I saw myself out there.
Party.
I'm like, how am I racing?
Party is out front now. As we believe we have about 38 to go.
Yeah, and this will not be able to make it, but it does beg the question: do you think somebody is going to do a 2-tire call with this many laps to go?
It's possible. You run this whole run out, and then you run a 10-lap run at the end. I don't think it's worth it. You're gonna lose too much time on old tires before you ever get to the 2 tires.
All right, guys, let's
Because it
take a
should
look.
be.
Sorry.
Did you
Yeah,
do the hard
that's a good
segment on
point.
live Twitch, or did I miss that?
Yeah, we did it without you.
Uh,
Guys,
No,
let's
I
take
think
a
we
look.
gotta do
No,
that.
let's take a look at this 5-car, man. And he's saying it's
No.
time to go, 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 and it's time for the hottest, juiciest. I was gonna say wettest, but that might sound weird.
You know what time it is, Train?
Time for me to find a.
Better commentator. Yep, I'm leaving. No, but seriously, it's time to duel.
It's time for the hottest segment on live Twitch.
Can't believe you
Oh,
lied to
and the
me.
race just ended. Well, it's all right.
Can't believe you lied to me.
All right.
First time commentating, you lied to me.
Time
I'll
for
lie
the
to you
Setting
as
me
many
up for
times as I
failure.
want to, boy.
I'll make as many jokes as I want to about how you fall asleep during the middle of a broadcast you're getting paid to do.
Whoop whoop whoop.
Oh, the 3 hit the apron, got into the 9. He's on the apron. And
So-
he is somehow saved it. But, oh, there went my pick for the race.
As
Not going to pick
a
him now.
guest here, you get to pick first there, Sermon.
Alrighty, well. I was going to pick the 3, and then... No, I'm not going to. I was going to pick Heathen, because that was my second
Because
guess.
he's the leader.
Train. If you could tell by the way I'm emphasizing how I'm not going to pick them, you should get the hints that I'm sending out. Where I was gonna pick the 3, but and I was gonna pick Heathen, but now I don't know who I'm going with.
I don't want to talk about butts. I want to talk about who's your hottest.
Butts are nice sometimes.
That was a pretty good joke. I did a good job.
Anyway, I'm going with Cowboy.
Okie dokie. Let's go look at this 48 car. They're in a beautiful scheme.
Actually, no, I'm
Looking
going
good
with
tonight.
42. I'm going with.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Looking here at the 42 car, he's had a beautiful Mick. I can't say that word.
Mick.
With a red scheme here, looking good. You got your Mick delivery 42 car.
I'm never picking anyone
And
ever
it
again.
was had to have been a tragedy, man, with the event that happened with Kyle Larson in this car last year. Matt Kenseth being in this game instead of him, it was very interesting. It kind of ruined the season for this 42 car.
Apparently, I ruined the 42's race because I picked him and he immediately lost a second.
That's usually how it works.
Yep. I was thinking about picking Fatality.
Hey, can I teach you
What?
something here? Every time you say a name, they lose a second of time.
Well, that's not entirely true.
It's kind of seems like it sometimes.
Like me, for example. You say, well, Cone's not lagging, and then he lags.
Oh, I say that all
So
the
I
time.
didn't lose a second of time.
I did
but,
that on
you know,
purpose.
Train.
What?
Please don't broadcast for any races I'm in anymore.
Fire me. Um,
I wish I could.
and
that
you
was a
would
joke.
if you could. I know that.
Nah, I wouldn't.
He.
I wouldn't pay you, but I wouldn't pay anybody.
Okay.
'Cause I'm broke.
Please flashes. What is your pick for the race before we get way too off subject here? The 3 is slow in the backstretch.
Not the 3. Okay. Man. I'm gonna pick.
All right,
we're
we're
under
under
caution here.
manual
I'm gonna pick-
caution.
I'm gonna pick Cowboy.
That's a fair pick.
Can I change who I was going to pick? It's too late now, ain't it?
Yep.
Okay.
The 3 gets the free pass. So I probably should have picked the 3 like I was going to, but
You know what I always say? Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
So who are you gonna pick, Tram?
Well, I'm gonna follow the stereotypes of everybody giving me a bunch of horse manure. And I'm going to
You're picking
pick
Heathen. That's a good pick.
the one car of LA Fatality because apparently I can't pick the 5 car.
Can't pick the 5, and you can't pick Flashes, and you can't pick the 3. So yeah, the 1's your only option. He's the next highest guy.
All right, so there we go. I was
Oh.
gonna pick Fatality. I thought about it, but I didn't want to cost him a chance at his first win here by picking him, so I went with Cowboy.
You just want to screw
'Cause he's
me
got
over,
plenty of
don't you,
wins.
Flash?
I mean,
Wow.
No,
I picked
you,
Nixium.
you're not gonna curse him. I will if I pick him though.
I picked Nixium, but I'm still going to hold true to what I said earlier. The 5 or the 3 will win this race.
All right.
Even though I picked Nixium, the 5
We're
or the
gonna
3
have
will
under
win the race.
20 laps remaining as well, so it's gonna.
I see it.
It's going to be a fight
Yeah.
for the final run. Who takes the gamble on the pit stop?
Nobody. This is not the time to gamble. You got 20 laps left. You
Yeah.
gamble with about 40 left.
I know.
You do not
Yeah,
take a gamble at 20 laps to go.
I think we're
That's
gonna
like
say everybody
saying,
take 4
well-
here, but
Well, we're up by 30 points. Let's just start throwing Hail Marys.
Why not? That's what I do.
Or no, better yet, we're only up by 7 points. Let's start throwing Hail Marys. Because, like, for the top 5 guys, loading all of a sudden is up front, but that might be from people lagging out. Don't know where he came from. I haven't seen him
is
all night.
anybody off cycle here? I think everybody's gonna have to take 4. I just think that's really the only thing you can do at this point.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is not take fuel.
The only person
That's
who
the only
can
thing that's going to
cycle
gain you any speed.
is the 3 car. We don't know if he. I didn't see him go to pit lane, but he could have gone to pit lane. So he might be. I don't know. I think he probably didn't. He just had a rough run there.
I mean, he was a lap down. I mean, very well could have.
He could have. So
I think that's why he was slow.
yeah, no, he didn't
Just
go to
exit pit road.
So yeah, no, he had a mix up on the truck there, and so
Okay, yep. The 3 has a lot of damage, so yeah, he never pitted.
All
He's
right, so
just
that's
now
just gonna
exiting.
put it back. He's gonna have to go through a lot of cars if he wants a shot at this. Not saying he can't do it though. I know he can,
Oh, it's
but I
the
don't know if he has enough
the
time.
big thing for him is it's got to be the leaders have to battle. If the front 2 are battling, he can get to the front. If they just let Heathen and Fatality or Cowboy just run away with it, the 9 or the 3 is not going to have a chance. But if the leaders battle side by side for about 10 laps, the 3 will have a good chance to win this race.
Absolutely, yep. And that's what it's going to come down to, this restart with, well, we're coming to 21 to go. We should be choosing at the line this time, so we'll probably go green with exactly 20 laps remaining. It might actually be 19, because I think they might have crossed the line on pit road, but either way, it's going to be 20 or under. Not a lot of time.
But they definitely crossed the line on pit road.
Well, before I looked at it is what I meant. Or after I looked at it, I meant.
I know what you meant. I'm just pointing out what you said as a
Yeah,
joke.
no, I know.
And it's not funny. Oh, the 42 picked the low late and wrecked the 12. Wonder what they'll do about that.
Ugh.
Because the 12 got sent through the infield grass. And the 3 is the free pass, so he says to start dead last. Really should have picked the top. I don't know why he didn't. He would be restarting. Well, he's restarting about where he would be anyway, so it doesn't matter. I thought there was more people in the field. As we get ready to go green, we roll down the backstretch at 65 miles an hour, doing interstate speeds, waiting for the cops not to pull us over. So we just sit here waiting and waiting. Everybody warming up the tires for no reason, as it does nothing but burn your
It looks
tires
good
up.
though on stream.
yeah, it does look
Well,
good on
it
stream. That's
depends
why I
if-
do it.
It depends if you're lagging. If you're somebody like me and you
Alright.
start doing it, then you wreck the whole field. And it doesn't
True.
look good.
All right, guys, we made it.
As we get ready to
through
go
all 3
green.
stages here.
Boogity, boogity, boogity!
Green is
Cowboy got an
out.
awful
for-
restart.
Possibly the final restart of the race here.
As it might just be on my end, but I seen the 42 lagging.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of lag there too at the start. Restart here. Heathen's going to hold the lead down the back. LA Fatality running that to the bottom there as Heathen goes from the top side on the exit there. It is 19 to go, so 18 at the line. And this race will be in the books.
As we talk about this race, the leaders are not battling too hard, but everybody's kind of pushed up in the track, and Tyler has an open bottom. As the 43, oh, well, I say something, and then everybody freight trains him on the outside. As the 42 pushes up almost into the wall. So 9's got a good run on the 42 now. As the 5 and the 1 do what I said they should do and just pushing, trying to drive away.
Yep, trying to settle the win between themselves, but the 42 gains a lot on them down the back here with Party pushing him. Party coming up here, he might have a shot at this too. Here late in the going, we're getting close to 15 to go. This time by at the line, 16 laps remaining.
It's just Charlotte's a really hard. Well, I really need to just not talk. I was about to say Charlotte's a hard track to pass at as the 1 turns low and passes Ethan. Oh, he backs off.
No, he's not going to. Oh, yeah. I don't know how he didn't get the pass right there. I don't know if he then got a run off or the 1 struggled there with the speed. But the 42 is all over their back bumpers. He is ready to make a move on both of them here as he's going to try it on Fatality here, but gets back in line.
As we have the 48 and the 9 side by side. And here comes the 3 with the 48 as the 3 is up to 5th now. Nope, he messed that corner up.
The one on
Never
the inside of the 5. 5 taps the ball. Not clear, not clear. Quarter panel for the 5. Quarter panel for the 5. The 1 is clear. Oh, not quite.
He is
Clears,
not.
but
Oh my.
not quite
Good thing
clear,
you're not
no.
a spotter.
He is real close.
Coming up off the corner, you're clear. Bam.
I wasn't on the right view there, that's for sure.
As the 42 is looking for one of them to push, just trying to get to 2nd as he pushes
Got the
Heathen
door.
by.
Clear for the
As
5.
that is not
clear
a
for the
good
5.
idea. The 42 pushes high.
Not clear. Quarter panel for 1. Quarter panel for 1. 42 goes to the
The
bump of the 1 and
42
clear.
is just searching and cannot get a good enough run.
Don't look now though, but the 3 of Tyler Cubs has moved up into 6th and is now going to try to work on those 2 cars in front of him. But I just don't know if he has enough time really to challenge these leaders with 12 to go at the line.
And all it comes down to is if the leaders battle each other. If the leaders start battling, they'll start losing about 4/10 a lap when you run
Yeah,
side by side.
Tyler definitely needs to get in front of these 2 Chase and Party though, or excuse me, Chase and Cowboy as quick as possible. If he wants a shot. at
Although
these
I
guys.
think, honestly, he just needs to get around the 88 because I believe him and the 48 can push up there to the front, but I believe the 88's holding them back just a little.
True.
As the 42 looks low on the 1, makes some contact. As the 42 was like, okay, I tried to push you, you couldn't pass him, now it's your turn to push me. And
I believe the 42 can get it done if he needs to here, as Heathen's holding the lead for now. But Nixium's going to set his sights on him and do everything
Heathen
he
got
can
a little wide that turn.
to secure this victory.
And Heathen hit the grass a little bit, and his draft is really helping this 42. His car is really, really fast in the draft, so. As the 3 has cleared the 88 for 5th. As the 42 just needs the 1 to help him. And I believe they'll be able to pass Heathen. But, you know, theoretically they're teammates, but I do not believe they will actually act like teammates.
That 48 car is getting closer and closer in the mirror. 9 to go.
And the 42 and the 1 really just need to pass Heathen and then worry about fighting each other. As the 48, I believe, has their draft, and I believe the 3 has the 48's draft, so this will be interesting end to this race. So it may end up being a 6-car battle, as Tyler misses the bottom in 1 and 2. Single file down the backstretch. Not much going on, just everybody concentrating, trying to catch each other. As the 42 looks low on the 1, quarter panel, side by side off 4. 42 should clear the 1 down here in turn 1, or before turn 1, and he is into second. The 42 is now clear. Ooh, he missed the bottom a little bit. The 48 is now in the 40 or in the 1 car's draft, and he's bringing the 3 and the 88 with him. Heathen is just trying to run away as best as he can. As the 1 gets in the wall or missed the entry just a bit. As we now have 6 to go, I believe.
Yep, 6 laps remaining right here at the line.
As the 42 is back up to Heathen, and we have a 6-car battle for the lead.
Yeah, anybody can win this. If somebody makes a mistake, I mean, back there, that 88, he can win this race if these leaders get together. This is insane right now with this few laps left. These guys are all nose to tail.
Coming to 5 to go. 48 passing the 1.
Oh,
I believe the
man,
1 car has got a short run car. He is slowly starting to fall. As the 3 pushes the 48 past the 1. And we have an opposite of stage 1. We have the 5 and the 42 and the 48 and the 3. As the contact between the 1 and the 88. 88 saves it. We're all good.
F48 just gained a ton of time right there. I don't know if he's going to... He got a little bit high on exit right there, but he gained a lot of time on Heathen and Nixium there with 4 laps remaining.
As the 42 is looking. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to win to know to take the run. You got the 48 behind you like that, you know he's going to do his best to pass both of them, so you don't want to put either one of yourselves in a bad spot. As the 42 backs up turns 3, and just didn't quite backing up enough. Missed the bottom a little bit. It's a decent run off, almost in the wall, but didn't quite. Got a good run coming down in front stretch.
3 laps
Heathen
remaining.
in the grass. 42 looking again, but just it's so hard to pass down on this end of the track. As the 40 has caught the leaders. As the 42 looks low. Ooh, no, he got loose, and the 48 is now outside. Go through 3 and 4. 48 gets too high. Maybe scrubs the wall. We now have 2
laps
to go.
remaining at the line.
It's going to be hard to pass Heathen.
Yeah, it is. All he needs to do is block the lanes right now. And
Raced
avoid
him at
anybody in the
Atlanta.
run.
I know how hard it is to pass him.
Yeah. We're going to see the white flag this time by 4-car battle for the win right now at this point. White flag. 1 more lap in the Coke 600.
The 42 looks high. He still just can't quite get to work.
He's there on his
He's
bumper.
got a good run. Ooh, he just hit Heathen's bumper before he exited the corner. He's going to have to back up turn 3.
He's going to go to the
Goes
high
high.
side. 48's there. That's going to give the win to Heathen. As they come to the line, Heathen's going to win it and race for second. I think Cowboy might have... the 42, I think, barely still beat Cowboy for second. Heathen gets the win.
What a finish.
That was a good finish right there. Pretty much everybody kept it clean. That was great to see. And let's confirm it here at the line. Heathen gets the win, of course. Second is... Wow, by 8 1/1000ths of a second, the 42 of Nixium gets second place in the Coke 600. Cowboy third, Tyler Cubs fourth, LA Fatality fifth. Chase
Then
6.
nobody else in sight.
Yeah.
Man, what happened to the 88? He was there for so long and then just disappeared.
Yep, looked like just faded right there at the end with the one of fatality. Both of them.
Did
All
Train
right,
fall asleep
so
at the end of this race?
he's
Like
over there.
that whole last run, he didn't talk.
He's over there, I believe.
I
I'm
believe.
here.
I'm here. I'm awake. As we have Nixium ran a
Cowboy
4, Cowboy ran a 4, and Tyler ran a 4.
Nixium. Yep. Nixium with the best lap.
All right, we got getting our top 5 in here. Who else should we talk to as our extra interview tonight, guys?
I don't think a lot of people trying to tonight. I'll be real with you. I think it's too late. A lot of people got to go to work, so a lot of people jumped off.
That's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Who is a lot of people.
Damn near everybody.
I know Chase ain't. He's definitely done.
All right.
Chase is gone. I don't know about Heathen, but Heathen always got time to talk, so yeah, probably.
He's good at that.
Yeah, but yeah, I
I
think
hope the race winner has time to talk.
Tyler.
talk
I
to-
think Tyler left. He has to go. Yeah,
Just
it's pretty much everybody. Everybody.
We'll talk
I gotta
to
go.
Party, then I'll invite him.
Yeah, I gotta go to work in the morning too, so you know.
All right, we'll make Party our extra interview then. Everyone includes your audio. I believe then we've got everyone except did Nixium have to get off as well?
Yes, for tomorrow.
Okay.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and for the people that we're not interviewing, I'll go ahead and talk about real quick. Tyler Cubs finished in 4th, has school, unfortunately. He had a great run, though, got a stage win. Definitely looked very quick out there. We said he had one of the best cars tonight. Cone said he wished he had picked him at one point. Of course, really ran out of time to be able to get up and win the race. But good run by Tyler overall, and wish him best of luck next week as well. Same for Nixium. Good run by him. 2nd place tonight by about 0.2 of a second, and beat Cowboy to the line by 8 1/1000ths for 2nd place. So good run in that McDonald's number 42 by Nixium. All right, for people that are in here, we can start with our extra interview tonight, and that is Party. If you want me to get him, or if one of you guys want to get him, Train, you were running this. Don't mean to just jump in and take
Just
over, but
fine.
I was helping you out.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job.
Flashes, you already jumped in and took over. Don't
No,
try to
that's
hand it
what I
off now.
wanted. You needed to do that, so.
So we got the extra interview at Party. Does somebody else want to interview him? Alrighty then. Flashes will do it.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right, I'll talk to Party then. Party, you got a copy there, sir?
I got you, bud.
All right. 8th place finish tonight. You came on strong there in the final couple stages. You seemed like your car improved there, and you were up towards the top 5. I believe you were 3rd or 4th there at one point for a while. Talk us through your night. Were you struggling out there with the handle of it? And what did you prefer with the car? Did you feel like you had a better short run, speed, long run? What were you struggling with?
I really wasn't struggling with handling at all. I was struggling with speed. Felt like it wasn't fast until late in the runs. And by the time it felt like it was coming on, everybody was pitting. So I couldn't get the speed at the end there. I was starting to get better speed. Was able to stay in the draft, and then I just started messing up. There after the very last caution, there I just was hitting apron and stuff, and I couldn't keep myself from doing it, and it cost me a higher spot. But yeah, I mean my car handled fine. It was just the speed I struggled with.
Yeah. It it seemed like it just some of these guys that finished up there seemed like their cars might not have been handling as good, but they definitely had some speed to back it up. So I don't really know what the play was tonight on that, but um, either way, man, solid night for you. Really didn't see too many guys have any major issues tonight where they lost a bunch of time. No real pit road issues, stuff like that. So pretty clean race overall, and yeah, solid night for you. Are you gonna see you in the car the rest of the week? You gonna race at Pocono or at Trucks at
No,
Charlotte?
no, I'm gonna let
Nope.
them have Coca all they want. I will not be racing that track until we do the double header there.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
wouldn't
sure
poke
about
those either.
trucks. I may hop in the truck this week. I'm not sure, but I will not be in the car tomorrow for sure.
All right. You thinking about the booth, or are you gonna take a night off?
Possibly spot in the booth.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I maybe if my internet will hold up, I may be trying to sub for loading tomorrow. If because he asked me earlier, he said possibly he might not make it, so I might be giving it a second try tomorrow. So that'll see if it can last. So I really don't care too much for Pocono, but we'll see.
Well, if I'm not in the booth tomorrow, if I'm not in the booth tomorrow and I don't jump in the truck, which right now I'm leaning more to jumping in the booth Friday night instead of being in the truck, but we'll see. But I will be in the booth either this week or next week, depending on what I got
All
going
right.
on.
Sounds like a great plan then, man. Again, solid effort tonight. Long race, over an hour and a half, about close to 2 hours tonight. So it was a marathon for these guys, but overall,
And it didn't help we had
I
to
would like-
restart either.
yeah,
I would like to point out that other than the restart, this race was just as long as every Xfinity mile and a half.
yeah. But I think with the stage breaks and stuff, it just feels like it was longer. But
I don't know. 107 consecutive laps at Kansas feels pretty long.
yeah, yeah, that is too. But yeah, great run tonight party, and we'll see what you got if you end up in trucks on Friday or not.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep, that'll move us into our top 5 now with LA Fatality, and who would like to talk to Fatality? I know you want to do. Are you gonna? Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk to Fatality. Man, I love that one card, man, and you made it look great tonight. Fatality, make sure your audio's included. I was rooting for you, man. I always like to cheer for you, Fatality, but nothing tonight.
Yeah, we're improving. I'm improving every week a little bit, little by little. I'm getting faster, like, towards the end. I'm trying to get better towards the end, and I don't really practice for these races, because I just started working again this week, so it was hard to practice for this one. But as the race goes on, I seem to get a lot better. By the end of the race, I'm usually running up in the top 5 again, and I was content for the win there. But shit happens, you get shuffled back, and it's just unlucky, really. It's the draft factor comes into play a lot at mile and a halves. The draft was crazy tonight, dude. Like, the suck was crazy, dude. I think I lost like half a second, and I was going normal speed, and I lost half a second just from draft. Straight away.
The draft can really make a difference, especially in this game, how they got it set up. You ran some great laps. You got a lot of time there in second, trying to get by that leader for a while. What was it? You just couldn't quite get the run on him. The draft was such that big of an effect. What made it so hard to
once
pass
I got
the leader?
I got side by side with him. Next team was behind me. I kept getting a little bump into the entry of the corner, so I couldn't finish my corner properly. So I just kept holding on to the race car, basically getting loose underneath of him. Then next team went to the outside and followed him, and then once he had the draft, the outside prevailed on me. And that's when my tires went to shit, was when I was beating on it, trying to stay out of all two or both of them. And then there was 6 of us. Next thing I knew, and I got freight trained. But hey, it is what it is. I still got 5th, and that's all I really need. Well, I'd like to win one of these weeks. I'm getting better and better as we go.
You know I'm cheering for you, man. You know that for sure,
Thanks,
alright?
broski. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
cheering for your internet to keep working because you didn't have
Hey,
any issues tonight.
been on a streak. Been on a streak, man. Don't fucking jinx it.
Quit
Yeah, y'all
cussing,
stay
please.
safe. Y'all stay safe. Easy.
Alright, thank you for your time, LA. Appreciate it.
All right, we'd like to apologize for the language, just like Dale Jr. would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kyle Busch.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was mad at Richmond when Kyle Busch didn't get a point penalty.
If boo.
No,
Wow. Alright.
I was gonna do Heathen, but
You've kissed the mate up.
Yeah, something like that.
sorry, Cowboy. It's not you, it's me. But it's
Nah,
mostly
it's,
you.
bro, there's nothing. This ain't no thing. I'm trying to hurry up and get to sleep anyways.
Anyway, okay, Cowboy. I'll do your interview as well.
Alright.
You had a decent car all night. It seems like you just sitting in third pretty much the entire night.
Yeah.
Do you think you just kept losing the draft, or did you just not quite have the speed to keep up with Heathen and Tyler?
100% the draft. Like when the restart happened, they just get away with whatever happened right behind them, and you got to fight back through it. But by that time, they're gone, and they just drafted up, and they left. So every time I made it back to the to like third to even try to walk them down, they were just too far out in front, and there was nothing that you can do. But I tried short pitting and got there, and then it was just I don't know. It's a lot of things that happened tonight that I feel like could have went different, but all in all, it was a good race, I guess. Pretty much, they was drafting with each other at the end of the race, and I tried to make a move like a lap or what is it, a lap before the last lap. I think it was a second or third, 3 laps to go, and I tried to make a move, but it just wouldn't stick on the outside. So I just tried to break him up, and if I could have broke him up, I think I could have used the draft to get inside of Heathen or try to pass Heathen, and you know, but that never came. So, but good win, Heathen, and it was a good race tonight.
Yeah. Like I said, it seemed like you were pretty good all night. It seemed like like you said, you'd get to third and just kind of stuck, nowhere else
Yeah,
to go.
yeah,
Just the second back, 2 seconds back when you finally got to
yeah,
third, and just kind of rub
yeah,
around there. So, been there before. Draft, not always that fun, but
yeah. I'm
sometimes it
I'm
works out for you. Sometimes it don't.
I'm hoping they change it up next time. Like I guess they hope they have a talk about it and set the draft on low at the intermediate track so it won't be so crazy like that.
For next season or the next game.
The next race, the next
Oh.
mile, the next mile and a half. I hope they talk about it so we can make a make something happen.
I don't know. I feel like you need some drafter. It's too hard to pass because you got a track like tonight where it's really one groove. You can send it on the outside of turn 3, but it's really run the bottom, and so you need the draft to get a run in the straightaway to pass people. But I understand where you're coming from. It, game is so draft dependent. It's insane.
Yeah,
The
it's
fact
crazy.
that being in the draft makes you faster in the turns makes no sense.
Makes
But
no
anyway,
sense, man. Yeah,
good
but
run tonight. I
mhm,
seen you had speed, but especially when you ran down those leaders, well, the 1 and the 42 were battling too much instead of just
yeah,
pushing. So,
yeah.
good run tonight.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Y'all take care, man. I'll get with y'all next week.
No
Good
race
night.
tomorrow, Cowboy? No
No
school?
worries. Mm-mm.
Y'all can
Thank
try again on
God.
Friday at Charlotte.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I gotta I gotta time my races now because
That's
I'm
right.
on
You got
like
like 2 left.
no, I got more than that. I was subbing for the other ones, but so I guess it don't count against
Alrighty.
me. All right,
It's
man. Y'all
getting
take it
late.
from here.
People want to go to bed. Good
Yes,
I
night,
don't
sir.
blame
cowboy.
him, man. I
As we
gotta work
move
in the
on,
morning too.
to our next interview, Heathen won the
Yes,
race.
sir.
How do you feel like your car was? Do you feel like you were definitely the fastest, or were you and Tyler tied?
Um, that's hard to say because me and Tyler were always up front, well, up front most of that race together, and like he wouldn't pull away from me, and like I wouldn't pull away from him. So I think we were like even because like he got like the end of the run he got me out of 4, but I got him in. I mean I got him out of 2. He got me out of 4. So we were better at different parts of the track. That's why when we were drafting together, that's why we did so well and pulled away so far because we were both good at each other's weaknesses. Um, but like you said, the outside would actually rather been up there honestly. I know you saw me make like when I started on the outside, a couple of the restarts, I actually got right behind Tyler and we set sailed. Um, it's just timing the runoff really. Time when you get back on the gas, like we talked about, you just gotta, you know, roll it really and then, you know, get close to the wall and then pretty much diamond it, but not fully diamond it down.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like you had the better car out front, and Tyler was definitely better at
Oh, he was
pushing.
definitely better
But
behind me. Him and Lucas definitely were better, but I would rather. I mean, obviously, me and Lucas' relationship. I'd rather have him behind me than Tyler. But I know that last year's race here, me and Tyler were pretty much the exact same outcomes. Just we were 1-2 last year, and it came down to a pit stop, and I sped last year and lost by 12 seconds. But we uh we were set 1-2 every single stage, and I wish Tyler went up there, man. I wish he didn't have that incident happen because it really buzz killed the entire race. So, um, but that was
yeah,
all in all a great day. But the 5 car with Orlando, I mean, either way, the 5 car probably would have won tonight, but it's a different driver in the car.
yeah. We talk about that 5 car, and how random guy showed up tonight and ran it, and somehow won the race.
Did
Last minute driver change,
yeah.
and I was gonna
I
say,
appreciate you practicing my car.
oh yeah. Spent 30 minutes on a paint scheme. Anyway, yeah, no, I've raced with Tyler a lot. This is probably
Oh
his
no,
best track,
this is
honestly.
his favorite track. He talks about it so much.
I know he's
That's
very
why I was
disappointed right
just.
now that he didn't
Oh
win.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
But
but
you
it's
did
these long
win.
races, man. These long races. I've shown
I
that
wish people
I
would quit
have.
saying that.
No. I'm saying
Xfinity races are the same length.
Well,
Why
I
do we
know.
talk about this race like it's
I know.
longer?
Well, I know. It's just I know
Nobody else
like I
knows.
don't lose a lot of concentration very much in these longer races. I'll say.
Yeah.
It's just
That Kansas race, that Kansas Xfinity race, it was hard.
that
I'm
was
gonna be
terrible.
honest. Just
That
sitting
was
there
terrible.
running out front by yourself, and you're like, oh my goodness, 8 seconds ahead, not gaining time, just keep on going.
That's
But
just I lagged
anyway,
out in.
yeah, and then you move to the booth with Shifter, and then y'all didn't even talk about the race the whole time. Yeah,
Hey, I will say though, I did watch the blimp all night tonight.
yeah, that's good to
Oh
know that you
man.
were paying attention to that blimp. How many times did it turn around?
4 times each
Oh
stage.
my gosh. Each stage.
Anyway,
Yeah.
good race tonight.
I have a
I
question for
wish
you,
I
though,
had more
Train.
questions,
What's up, my
but I
man?
don't.
Who did everybody pick in the booth tonight? In the hottest segment on live Twitch.
In the hottest segment, I picked Nixium, Train picked LA, and Flashes picked. Who did Flashes pick? Did Flashes pick Party?
He picked Cowboy Nation.
Oh, yeah, he picked
Wow.
Cowboy. But I did say, I think it was like the middle of the third stage. I was like, if nothing happens, the 5 or the 3 will win the race.
Oh yeah, that's like was like I was in my head the entire time. I was like, I told Ty, I was like, either way, it's gonna be a repeat of last year. It's gonna be us 1-2. but he had
Well, it wasn't.
that wreck. I know he had that wreck in the right before the last caution. Well, the last caution that came out, and he had to turn the back. And being back in traffic, the track like this, and then the leaders. I mean, he caught back up, but he still
I mean,
finished
the
top
only thing
five.
I'll say is I don't really know because I go to the back all the time and drive back to the field. But
Well, no,
mainly,
not
that's a
at
skill
Charlotte.
I've developed from lag. I go to the back and have to drive to the field, so I feel like I'm pretty good at it now. But yeah, I don't know.
Pray for Coca tomorrow.
Tyler, honestly, he seemed like he could always pass you if he needed to.
Well,
That's the only thing I will say.
Well, most of the times, actually, funny story. When I knew he was faster, and like, if we had a big enough gap, I would let him go, so then I'd push him, because I'd rather be behind, like the last 2 laps of the stage, so I can be the one like in control and whatever, like the attacker, and not have to worry about when the move's coming, because obviously the move's gonna come. So I'd rather be in second. That's why I gave it to him a lot. But when you saw there when they were catching us, he had just pushed me, and then we switched whenever we got to like a second half ahead because I was way better behind him, in my opinion, because I was just losing concentration too much up front.
Yeah, I will say that was not funny at all. That was a not funny story. I don't know why you said it would be funny.
Oh, funny
Yeah, that's
story.
a
Me and Nixon
very
almost
big
died
disappointment.
across the line. Oh,
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Stage 2, I think is what it was. I ran out of gas across the line and barely beat Lucas. And then me and him had probably the closest stage finish ever in CRL in stage 2, 3.
That was really good.
Yeah, 3.
That was
I didn't know
really
who
cool.
won. Honestly, I didn't know because I was scored at first, like when the restart box hit, and then I guess I finished second. I don't even know. It was all out though. Solid points day. So
A solid point day when Cowboy wasn't on the top of his game like he usually is, and Shifter had no points. So, well, I mean, he had points, but so you definitely gained on those 2 tonight. And good job. You did a good race with a good setup. You could have used mine. I don't know if you did, but probably used your own. That Flash just gave you, if I had to guess. 'Cause that's what
I
you do.
actually ran the same setup I ran here last year and almost beat Tyler. And I just tightened it up a little more.
Oh, okay. Well,
So.
race you tomorrow, or are you not racing
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Bro, it's Pokeho. You know I like poking hoes. I'll be there.
Okay, first off, how would I know that? Second off, I'm going to try to win some races. I'm trying to go on a streak here, now that I don't have to quit out of trucks. See how many races I can win.
Damn it, I forgot about that.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Looking forward to tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern. Appreciate your time,
Also, thank you to
Heathen.
Train.
Great win.
Thank you, Train, for for broadcasting you two weekend. I know I've had I don't get along with one of you at some points, but we kiss and make up, and y'all do a hell of a job.
See, I want to make a joke about the song, but I can't remember the lyrics after we kiss and break up. And I'm so mad because I can't remember the
That's the
lyrics.
Katy Perry song, right?
Yeah, and I can't remember the lyrics to make my joke.
trying
So
to
now my joke
remember.
is ruined.
Okay, the thing about tomorrow.
Let's
is
just
that
end the
when you-
stream before it starts burning.
It's all right. Let's end this stuff before I start snoring.
Not again.
Yeah.
I'm
That
probably
was
starting
10
to train
hours.
fell asleep.
That
I'm
was-
almost positive. Last 15 laps, he was silent.
That was kind
Me
of.
and Flash is just sitting there talking, and then we get to the
Oh,
end, and I'm like, I think Train was asleep. He's like, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Hell of a job by both you guys. It was fun having.
How would you know? You
Watching.
ain't watched it yet.
I was listening to the stream.
I'm sure you were.
I was
Just like
trying to
you
see
were
how
watching
much
that
trash
blimp.
you were talking. I really was watching the blimp. That was my breaking point. Was the blimp?
Oh, so you weren't really watching the stream?
I was listening to the stream.
Okay. Well.
I was watching.
All right,
the blimp.
guys. Let's get this.
Yeah, I was
over
talking
with
more
before I
trash to
lose
B
it.
Train than I was to you.
That's the first.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah, I know. The worst part is he was getting mad at me. I was like, you never get mad at Heathen.
Still
Why are you getting
pissed
mad
off.
at me?
Still
You can't say those words.
Train,
Those are no words.
Train, we love you.
Those are no words. You can't say that, Train.
pissed.
Yes, you can't say that.
Yeah, I can.
It's a
That's
bad
not a
word.
swear word.
No, that's a
You
bad
want me to
word.
walk upstairs and ask my mother, who is a
Yes.
sworn-in Mormon, if that's a swear word?
Probably
Go ask her.
not.
Go ask her.
Everybody, thank you for watching the
Don't
stream
ask her.
tonight. Would you shut up?
No, I won't. I'm sorry. I know I talked over people a lot
Golly.
tonight, but just
Let me
Xbox
end
party chat.
this.
Why? It's fun. Gosh, such a party pooper train. Just 'cause you're a little bit tired.
Can I end this out now?
No.
Go ahead.
All right,
I'm
let's
sorry,
restart
train.
here.
It's
I
always
am
fun, train.
I am not a part of this. By
Yeah,
the
I
way.
know you're not. You're doing great, Heathen. Thank you. Um,
I'm sorry. Good night.
everybody, thank you for watching the stream tonight. This is everybody from the CRL networks. That includes Flash, also Heathen, and me, and Cone over here. Everybody is saying goodnight to you guys from the CRL network. Thank you for watching. Great race at Charlotte. This is
It was
B
okay.
Train signing out.